Yeah. So hey everyone, I'm just setting up my phone, guys. Yeah. So yeah, why have I been clapping of late when I do my lives? So hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ice Champaka Wolf. How are you guys doing? How is everyone doing? I hope everyone is doing okay, guys. So it's a Saturday evening and I'm just chill in my house. And yeah, guys, so tonight I am preparing misheveve amaluya, guys. So so tonight I'm preparing pumpkin leaves. In Kiswahili it's called malenge if I'm not wrong, and then as in my language si tunaitanga misheveve. So nilikuwa tayari nishadondoa, guys, nilikuwa tayari nishadondoa, hizo misheveve and what not. So I had soaked them. All right, so I just want to, I want to wash. I slice them into pieces. Those penny katakata mboga. This is just a simple evening, like spend the evening with me, spend the Saturday evening with me and what not. Give me a minute, guys. So yeah, guys, this is just a simple, like spend the evening with me and what's not. There's nothing big that I'm going to be doing. This is just my Saturday evening, and I did like some grocery shopping. I have some tomatoes, and guys, let me tell you, I don't know, I hardly use magadi, but I bought magadi for 5 shillings. I want to see how it's going to taste when I boil my pumpkin leaves with it. Though I don't like using these, guys. I don't like using magadi. I don't know what it's called in English. So in my like language, in my mother tongue, we make something called amaluya. So in my mother tongue we make something called mshereha. So it's a traditional way of boiling like indigenous vegetables, kienyeji vegetables. So since I haven't found the mishep, I haven't found the mshereha, so I decided to buy this. If you're a lawyer, so I just buy this, and I did this grocery shopping. That's what I'm going to prepare. Popcorns, guys. I make for myself. Just some simple stuff. I had already prepared my pumpkin leaves, nilikuwa nimetengeneza, so it's just to wash, cut and roast. This is just a simple video, guys. Just spend the evening with me today, guys. I washed my duvet and I'm so tired. And whatnot. So yeah, guys, this is just to spend the evening with me. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Kindly may I ask you to like this live. Kindly may I ask you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Yeah, so this is the pumpkin leaves, guys. I've prepared the pumpkin leaves. I soaked them in water because they are straight from the shamba. So just to remove any dirt, this is the I've soaked. So I just want to cut them and then I boil. I boil and then yeah. So I'm going to rinse them for the second time. All right. guys, I didn't know what's wrong with the phone, but I have a new phone. That's why I don't know what happened. Sierra Love, hi girl, hi. How are you? Like, where are you watching me from? I'm from Kenya. So guys, mostly when I do behind, like this is off camera, mostly when I do like my routines, I love putting old school rumba. I'm a lover of old school rumba, but because of copyright issues, I'm not going to put any old school rumba in the background music. All right, so this is just a simple video. I'm just checking up on you guys, like how are you guys doing, how is everyone doing, like how is your evening from wherever you're watching me from, your morning, your afternoon, you know. Thank you so much guys for supporting me, for watching my YouTube videos, for subscribing to my YouTube channel, for sharing my lives, my YouTube shorts. So this is a simple live. I'm not doing anything. I'm not going to talk about spirituality, even though I might if you have any questions, all right? So yeah, thank you so much guys. Kindly let me know where you're watching from. I'm from Kenya, and kindly guys keep the comment section respectful, please. Don't comment in a certain way. Karen Mutaz, hi Karen Mutaz. Bless the end, bless the end. I'm from Kenya. Thank you so much, the end, for subscribing to my YouTube channel. I'm also from Kenya. I'm Kenyan, and I'm love old school rumba music, but I can't, you know, play old school rumba music in the background because of copyright issues. Evans Juma, hi. So guys, I'm from Kenya and I'm a Luya, guys. So usually this is how us Luyas we prepare indigenous vegetables. In Kiswahili, mboga kienyeji. There's this thing called if you're a lawyer, you know what mshereha is. So how do we prepare the mshereha? Usually it's dried maize combs, and then we burn them. Then the ashes, that's what we use for like to boil the vegetables with to make it soft, or like maganda ya maragwe. I don't know how to say it in English. So maganda ya maragwe inakauka, tunachoma, then the ashes, it's what we use as, you know, as, how can I put it, to make the vegetables soft. But since sijapata hiyo, okay, where I live, I'm in Nairobi, but I'm in the, how can I say it? I'm in Nairobi, but I'm far. I don't want to say my exact location, you know. So I'm in the home countryside of Nairobi, you know. I don't want to say the exact county. So sijapata hiyo kwa duka. So nimebai magadi, but jirani yangu ako na shamba yake. So akanipatia dried, I don't think if they're dried. Akanipatia maize combs zenye zimekauka. So nitajitengenezea mshereha mwenyewe. So let me show you. So this is what my neighbor helped me with. So this is what we use to make, if you're a lawyer, you know, this is what we use to make mshereha. It's magadi. You use it to like boil with indigenous vegetables. Indigenous vegetables in Kiswahili is mboga kienyeji. So we burn these maize combs. You make sure they are dry, and then you burn them instead of using magadi, because I have acidity issues and I don't like. So today I'm preparing malenge, pumpkin leaves. So in Luya it's misheveve. So since sikupata time ya kutengeneza hii, ikabidi tu nibai hii magadi soda. And if you ask me how I'm going to make the mshereha, I have my sufuria yenye ilitoboka out of nowhere, I don't know. So nita place ndani. So this is the sufuria that ilitoboka. So nita place hizo maize cobs ndani, and then nichome, and then the ashes. That is my mshereha, you know. So yeah, thank you so much guys. Evans Juma Mohana Oria Muno. Please don't mind how I speak my Luya. Naongeanga Kiluya ni kama bless the end, Ruiru. And you? I'm from Kajiado County. Moses, hi Moses Wainaina. So guys, that is how I make my magadi, because I am a stay-at-home daughter, but I live far away from my parents, though I'm a stay-at-home daughter. So sometimes when my mother, like, she sends me stuff, she told me that they haven't prepared any mshereha, at home. So I had to buy. So thank you so much, guys, for joining my live. All right. So guys, these are my pumpkin leaves. Malenge, in Luya we call it misheveve. All right. So this is what I'm going to have for dinner. And then where I live, we get milk directly from the cow. So nitaika maziwa. All right. So yeah, guys, how is your weekend, everyone? So if my misheveve, I put milk, and here we get milk directly from the cow. See, I'm in Nairobi, but the rural part of Nairobi. Though I'm in Nairobi, but I'm in the rural part. So here we get milk directly from the cow. If their neighbors who, they do some dairy farming and whatnot. So that's where I get my milk from. So that's what I'm going to prepare my misheveve with. Alright. So yeah, guys, how is everyone? You know? Like, how are you guys doing? Like, how are you? How is life? I'm just checking up on you guys. It's not all the time that I'm going to be asking you to subscribe to my YouTube channel and like, but I hope everyone is okay. Guys, and I'm also a huge advocate of mental health. All right, mental health is really important, you guys. In this life, mental health is really important. All right. And then after that, I bought myself some popcorn. So nititengeneza popcorn kidogo. This is a lot, guys. This is a lot from what you get from the supermarket. So yeah, I'm going to prepare some little popcorn. So yeah, that is my gift. Guys, today I woke up in the morning and I had soaked my duvet. Guys, I'm telling you, here in Kenya, I don't have a washing machine, even though I wish I had. So Ukipiana, I speak in English because I have viewers who are watched from the United States and other countries. So here in Kenya, there are people who wash for you your duvet. But then what I don't like, guys, is this. You're not there when they are washing your duvet. So someone might get other orders from other people and they wash your duvet. They mix your duvet with other people's duvet, and I don't like that, guys. So since I don't have a washing machine and whatnot, so I just decided I bought that huge basin yesterday, and I had to soak the duvet overnight, and I had to wash the duvet today, guys. I'm telling you, it is God. Because, guys, I hate washing clothes, but I have to do it. So yeah, that's the reason. So I washed my duvet today. I just did some general cleaning. That's just my evening. If I wasn't doing this random live, I'll just be preparing my misheveve here with some old school rumba in the background, just chilling. And as I usually say, guys, mental health is important. Make sure you have, I usually say that you'd rather be alone but be at peace. Don't have fake friends, because what are you trading your spirit for? What are you trading your mental health for? All right, you'd rather be alone than have fake friends. You'd rather be alone than have fake friends, because let me tell you guys, life is spiritual. If you have fake friends around you, some of your friends, we've all seen those people who've been, I don't want to say the word, because their friends have been jealous to them. All right, so you'd rather be alone than having fake friends, people who are jealous, towards you. And even life is spiritual. If you have weird friends around you, you might not get some of your blessings because life is spiritual. All right. So yeah. So I hope everyone is okay. You know. As for me, I'm just chilly. It's just a chill weekend. You know. So I just want to slice. I want to slice this my pumpkin leaves, and then I bought my milk. I told you over here we get milk directly from the cow. I'm in Nairobi, but I'm in the rural part of Nairobi, so we get milk directly from the cow, from neighbors who do like dairy farming and whatnot. So yeah, I was talking about friendship, guys. Don't be afraid to set boundaries if you want to have peace in this life. And let me tell you, guys, you can survive being alone. All right, you can survive being alone without like fake friends and everything. Why is my phone misbehaving? So yeah, as I was saying, guys, kindly make sure you keep your comments respectful, please. For the love of God, I don't have a moderator. Kindly make sure you keep your comments respectful. Don't comment weird stuff on my live. There are other people who are doing their lives right now. There are millions of people who are doing their lives right now on YouTube. Kindly keep your comments respectful, all right, because I'm not forcing anyone to watch my lives and whatnot. So yeah, guys, I was telling you, like, life is spiritual, and you know, like, don't be afraid of being alone, you know, because some friendships can cost you and whatnot. Like, this life has literally taught me to involve, okay, I'm a godly woman, but you know, when it came to friendships and whatnot, I wasn't really, you know, I learned to set boundaries in my friendships. All right, I learned to set boundaries, you know, because I was the kind of woman who, let's say I'm friends with someone, they might like disrespect me or maybe do something weird, but I wasn't that person who was vocal, so I will just keep quiet. Maybe I'll just mention, like, just it, like, I'll just mention lightly, like, you know, what you're doing is not okay, and I'll just say it like that, like, simply, and then I'll just keep quiet. Maybe if I'm with a friend, with friends with someone, like, they'll disrespect me, and then I'll just keep quiet, and then I'll just cut them off out of nowhere. I'll cut that friend off out of nowhere, because I'm like, it's basic human standard. Like, I wouldn't do that to you. Why are you doing that to me? All right. So I'll just cut someone off out of nowhere. I'm like, I can't be friends with such a person. So I'm just telling you, like, learn to talk to your friends about your boundaries and whatnot. And if someone doesn't, you know, measure up to the boundaries that you set, just let them go, because it's all about your peace of mind. And you see, also, this life has taught me, you see, when in the Bible God says, "Be still and know that I am God," I have learned that the hard way. You know, I have learned to be still, because I'm I'm such a perfectionist, and I'm like, things have to go my way. But God has taught me that I should only rely on Him, because let me tell you, guys, man can fail you, but God cannot fail you. You know, man can fail you, you know, but God cannot fail you and whatnot. So yeah, and about friendships again, why I'm encouraging you people to include God, because you know, people on the outward, they look very okay, they are happy for you and whatnot, but on the inward, maybe they wish you bad, they even wished like you died and whatnot. And I'm such a dreamer, and I'm talking this out of experience. If you watch my previous lives, I teach about, like, our lives revolve around friendships, relationships, workplaces, business, even where we live. like the houses we are renting and the environment. And life is spiritual, let me tell you guys, and spiritual warfare is real. All right, spiritual warfare is real, and I'm not here to give pastoral vibes, but it's better because I'm a Christian. But it's better to hang on this side of Christ. When you are in Christ, guys, let me tell you, God, through our Lord Jesus Christ of Nazareth, He will fight for you. Let me give my example. There was this time, like, and I'm not that kind of woman who is going to be vocal about my issues, what I'm going through. I'm not that kind of person. Mostly I usually pray to God. I just kneel down and I cry to God, and I'm done. So there was this time I was going through a spiritual warfare. I didn't understand what was going on in my life. My heart was heavy. I didn't know what was happening. I couldn't even pray and whatnot. It was even hard for me to get out of my bed. And I'm a stay-at-home daughter, though I live alone. And I was like, what is not happening? And I don't like, just letting anyone in my house and whatnot. So I remember I was just crying to God, and I was just quiet, not crying like literally, but in my heart. I was just talking in my heart. I was like, I don't know what is happening. I don't understand what is happening. So I remember waking up to that morning. I had a dream. My previous, um, how am I going to put it? My previous classmate who I studied with in the university, because I'm a graduate, he appeared in my dreams. So this is why I'm telling you, spiritual warfare is real, and you have to stay in Christ. You don't have to be perfect, but stay in Christ. So that day I just slept and I just prayed. I just said, no weapon fashioned against me shall prosper. In Jesus' mighty name, amen. And I just left because I was tired of praying. I was just, even talking was a problem. So I remember waking up to that morning. I had a dream where my classmates, who we studied with in my degree and masters, he appeared in my dreams. And I remember I was in bed and he told me in the dream, like, what is not happening. And I remember in that dream I was laying in bed and I was telling him, I don't know, I don't know, I might be going through, like, some stress and whatnot. And I remember in that dream he placed his hands on my chest and he prayed for me, like he was casting something out. Trust me, you guys, I woke up that morning. By the time it was 6 p.m. I woke up feeling light, like my spirit was light and everything. And then I remember in that dream, you see how in the Bible they say, like, the Lion of Judah. It's true. So in that dream, there was like an image of a lion that was just looking at me. I was not scared. There was an image of a lion watching over me. That's why I'm telling you guys, spiritual warfare is real and you have to stay anchored in Christ. I'm just encouraging you using my real life examples and my dreams, since I'm such a dreamer. So when he appeared in my dreams and he was asking me, like, what is not happening? And then I was just laying there in bed. I was just tired. And I told him what I was going through. And then he just placed his hands on my chest and he prayed for me, like casting something out. And that by the time, guys, by the time it was 6 p.m., my spirit was light. I felt some sense of, some sense of peace since that day. All right. So maybe because I hardly speak to him, but if you're a dreamer and in the spiritual realm, God will use familiar faces. God will use familiar faces, so that you cannot be scared, because you all know how angels are described in the Bible. So God, in the spiritual realm, God uses familiar faces, to come through for you and to rescue you. All right? That's what I'm telling you. I know some people may say that Jesus Christ of Nazareth is not real. He's real, guys. He's real. Christ is real. I'm telling you, guys. Why am I telling you that? Because everybody was born in different religions. No one chose to be born in their religion. So I remember when I started living alone in the year 2021, that's when I started living alone, guys. So I remember I was living alone. It's my first time. I don't know what to, like, I don't know how to live alone. I've been living with my parents all my life. So I remember I started searching some different, excuse me, some different religions, because I was like, And the other religion that I started searching was Islam. So I remember I was like, this is the other religion that I resonate with. But then I remember, guys, I don't know, but I remember I had that dream in 2021. So I think some weeks passed by, and I think I had gone out with friends. That time I was living in Mombasa, I was in a different county. So I think I had gone out with some friends, and then I came back. And I remember I just used to say the Lord's Prayer, and then I go to sleep. So I remember I was not expecting to have such a dream. So I remember Jesus Christ of Nazareth appeared in my dreams. I didn't see his face. I just saw a bright white goldish light. And then in the dream, when Jesus Christ of Nazareth appeared in my dreams, he showed his hands to me. And he told me, this is exactly how he told me. He showed his hands to me and he told me, look, they thought I was dead, but here I am, I'm alive. And his hands were white, like white, and I just saw pure goldish white light. I didn't see his face. So since that day, guys, my faith in Christ, it deepened. I was like, oh, you know, and I know a lot of people might say, oh, Islam and Christians, we worship the same God. I'm not here to judge anyone, but Muslims and Christians, we don't serve the same God. Allah is not the same. Muslims, they don't believe in the resurrection of Christ, and that's the spiritual aspect of it. It's the resurrection of Christ. So, and then since I had that dream, guys, I was always a dreamer since I was a young girl. I remember, even when my mom was here, I used to dream of stuff when I was young, guys. Even 2 years old, 3 years old. I used to dream of things and I was scared. I used to scream. Now I understand why. Because it's a gift that I was born with. Like I was marked since birth. So since that day, that's when my faith in Christ increased. So I was like, okay, so this is not just some God we are worshiping. This is not a story, like people are saying this is religion is of the white man and whatnot. So since that day, um, my faith in Christ increased, and whatnot. And just because you are in Christ, it doesn't mean you won't have spiritual warfare. You will have. But it is better to be in this side of Christ. It is better to be in this side of Christ, guys. Because, guys, to be truthful, like God has protected me from things that I don't know. God has really protected me. God has provided for me, even though I'm not where I want to be in life. I have big dreams. So when I encourage people to come to this side of Christ, I'm not encouraging you from a place of I don't know what I'm talking about. I've been through it. I've been through the spiritual warfare. I have won spiritual warfare, and sometimes you still undergo spiritual warfare. All right. So yeah, that's why I'm telling you guys, like life is spiritual. It is spiritual. It is very spiritual, and you hear of people who have survived near-death experiences. Guys, I have survived near-death experiences in the spiritual realm. And I remember I will never forget that dream. I don't think if I've ever mentioned that dream. So I remember there was this time in the place where I was living, I had a dream where you see how people construct churches, but the church is not fully built yet. So I had this dream where I was walking somewhere towards a church, but the building was not complete. And then as I was walking, I remember that man's face, guys. I can remember that man's face in the dream. He was like light skinned, but not too light skinned. I don't know how to describe the different shades of brown skin people. So I entered that like a church, and then that man, he mentioned in Swahili, it's like that's him, that's her. So two men caught me like this. So I was like this, my hands were like this. So out of nowhere, these two men caught my hands like this, and then it's like they were trying to, like how people like they were trying to analyze me in the spiritual realm. So I remember in the dream I shouted, Jesus Christ, and then they let go of me. Trust me, you guys, that was not a good dream. That was a real spiritual warfare. And I remember it was during winter here in Nairobi. It was extremely cold. And I remember I didn't go back to sleep. I remember I had a dira on. It was greenish in color. Guys, I remember, I'm not lying, I prayed for almost 3 hours because I was like, oh my goodness, what is this? What is not happening? Like, I'm not doing anyone anything wrong. Like, I haven't betrayed anyone. I'm just over here living my life. Why are these people trying to, alive me spiritually? That was a spiritual warfare, guys. So I remember I woke up, I didn't go back to sleep. So I started praying. I prayed. And then, guys, when I pray for long, that loud voice, it usually comes. That's me. That loud voice comes automatically. And so I was like, I don't care what the neighbors are going to say. I'm going to pray. So guys, I prayed. I prayed until my heart was heavy, but until I felt light. I don't know, guys, I prayed until my knees, I was sweating. Where I had knelt, I was literally sweating the whole body, and it was during winter. It was extremely cold, in Nairobi, like the way it is right now. And I didn't know who those people were, but I remember that man's face. If maybe it's a person and God showed me their face in the spiritual realm, I can be able to identify that person. That's who that man was. Alright? I have not forgotten that image. I remember I had that dream in the year 2023. Alright? That's why I'm telling you guys, spiritual warfare is real. Hi. Your name is difficult. Wonyo. Wanyangizim. Hi, Wanyangizim. LFP, FLP, Ubika. Hi too. So guys, I'm telling you, spiritual warfare is real. And mental health right now, a lot of Christians, they're living Christianity because there are some pastors who are preaching hellfire, they're preaching fear. They're not encouraging. Alright? They're preaching fear, they're not encouraging, and we are not perfect. All of us are not perfect. And this is what I usually encourage you people. Nobody is perfect, but let me tell you, God hates a prideful person. Because let me tell you one thing, even in real life, let's say for example, you have a friend who is prideful. They've done you wrong, but they don't want to apologize. Would you want to be in contact with such a friend? No! They can't say I'm sorry or whatnot. It's the same as God. God doesn't like a prideful human being, because that's the spirit of Lucifer. Because you're going to be like, if you do someone wrong, or if you do something wrong, you're not going to come to God in prayer and tell God, Papa, Father, I am so sorry, forgive me. You're not going to say that. A prideful person is not going to say that. They're not going to humble themselves to our Father and say, I am so sorry I did this. So I was saying, like, a lot of Christians are living Christianity because I don't know what some pastors are preaching. They are preaching fear, and they are preaching fear, and no one is perfect. Even they themselves, those pastors are not perfect. They're not perfect. And I remember I usually encourage people even in my lives, like, if you're not a Christian, I welcome you. Don't see that Christianity part, but the Christ part. That is the spiritual aspect of it. The resurrection of Christ, and you shall get your deliverance. Whatever you're facing in this life, and I remember, like, 2 weeks ago, guys, I had a dream. I'm such a dreamer. If you're new in my channel, I'm such a dreamer. If I had a book, if I had written a book where I was talking about my dreams, I think it would be the best-selling book in this entire world. Because guys, I can remember what I dreamt of 15 years ago to detail. I don't forget my dreams. I remember what I dreamt of 5 years ago, 10 years ago, even when I was a young girl. Those weird dreams I used to have that I was scared about. Now I understand it was spiritual warfare. So why am I telling you this, guys? I'm encouraging you to come to this side of Christ. I remember 2 weeks ago, I had a dream. That I was praying for 2 unknown men. So this is how the dream went. So those 2 unknown men, I don't know how they looked like, but they were standing in front of me. So I remember in the dream, I placed my hands on them, and I was casting out. We all know, guys, the world right now, people watch bad videos, if you know what I mean. I don't want to say the exact word, but you know what I mean when I say bad videos. Like, you know, those sexual bad videos. So I remember I didn't expect to have that dream, but in the dream, those two unknown men, they were standing before me, and I remember I placed my hands on them, and I said exactly as I'm telling you right now. So I was praying over them. I was interceding, and I was like, I was praying, and I was saying, I casting out the spirit of watching pornographic videos. That is exactly how I said it in the dream. And those Hi everyone, my apologies, my phone was misbehaving. So as I was saying, I was praying over what? I was praying for these men. I was interceding on their behalf. Alright, so I'm telling you guys, life is spiritual and whatnot. Life is spiritual, and it's better to be anchored in Christ. Alright? It's better to be anchored in Christ and whatnot. Alright? So yeah guys, sorry my internet was misbehaving, and I can't see your chats. Unfortunately, I can't see your chats right now. So as I was encouraging you, it's better to be towards this side of Christ. And why am I saying that Christianity and Islam, we don't worship the same God? Because I remember it was in 2024, I had this dream, yeah, where there was this unconscious lady, and she was a Muslim. I remember I even said that I made a video about that dream. You can check my videos. So that Muslim lady was unconscious. It's like she had died, in fact. So I remember it was me and I think two unknown beings. So you see how people perform first aid. It was me and two unknown beings. So we were catering for that Muslim lady, and she came back to life. You see how, like, somebody who is about to die and then they do that CPR and whatnot. So that lady came back to life. And then there was this lady who was standing by the tree, and she was saying, in the dream, she was saying, Muslims are not around to be around other people who are non-Muslims, because it's, I don't know what term they use, like how Muslims are not supposed to mingle with people who are non-Muslim. There's a word, guys, I've forgotten it. So I remember the dream I was saying, you were there when she was dying, but you didn't come through for her, and she's your fellow Muslim person. Why didn't you come through for her? And then I remember there was this time also why I'm telling you that Islam and Christians, Muslims, that is a cult, because they say if Muslims say that if you leave Islam, you are unalive, which is not okay. That's what I'm telling you. You see, God, through our Lord Jesus Christ of Nazareth, He's giving us free will. Right now, if somebody is a Christian and they say, I don't want to be a Christian anymore, you see, Christ will not leave you. And Christ will not tell you, or God, I'm going to, kill you and whatnot. But in Islam, that's what they do. I'm sorry to say this, but I have to preach or talk about the truth. So let me tell you a dream that I had. I remember I had this dream. I had this dream where I was in a car, and it was a Land Cruiser car. So I was with this Muslim man, a non-Muslim man. It was a Land Cruiser, I think it was a black car. And then you see the symbol of the mosque. You know how the mosque is built, like in real life. So in the dream, I was seated at the passenger's seat. The Muslim man was at the driver's seat, and I was seated at the passenger's seat, just beside him. So I remember the mosque was a symbol like this. It was in front of me on the dashboard of the car in that dream. So I remember in that dream, that Muslim man uttered some certain Arabic words, and then he said, Jesus Christ is coming. And I was in the car with him, and it's like we were at a petrol station. Alright? So guys, this is to confirm to you, if a Muslim man, I think in the dream while I was in the car with him, maybe I was just to bring truth or to intercede, bring truth to like our Muslim brothers and sisters, and whatnot. And I know people might say, hold on guys. And I know people might say, The God of the Bible, he was angry. You know, guys, let me tell you one thing. People are worshiping various things, you know, and some Muslims say that, oh, you know, the God of the Bible in the Old Testament, you know, he was doing this and that. But then if you read the hadiths in the Quran, it's terrible. It's terrible. So I usually say, if I'm challenged with such a question, which God it God which God will I rather worship? I'd rather worship the God of Jesus Christ of Nazareth rather than the one of Islam, you know, who says if you leave Islam, if people are not able to accept Islam, you know what I mean, guys? I don't want to say the exact word. So, and spiritual warfare is real, guys. So I'm a living testimony that Christ is real. I'm not here to give, you know, the Christian aesthetics. Christ is real, spiritual warfare is real, and a lot of Christians are going through, you know, mental health issues because people are trying to be perfect, you know, and whatnot. And Christianity is not about perfectionism. Hold on, guys. And you see, like Christianity is not about perfectionism and whatnot. That is what is driving people to, you know, to leave Christianity. As for me, I'm a believer in Christ, but the spiritual aspect of it. You know, not the perfectionism. We cannot all be perfect. And that's why I tell you, number one, God doesn't like a person who has pride and ego. You God doesn't like that. Even in real life, I'll give you an example. If you have a friend or someone who has wronged you and they don't want to apologize, you know, they don't even feel remorse, you also don't like that person. You know, you wouldn't want to be near such a person. It's the same with God. God doesn't like a prideful person or someone who is not humble, you know. And then at the same time, I usually tell people it's good to have a pure heart. You might be in Christ, but you don't have a pure heart, purity of heart. All right. And in my life, I've also like learned how to exercise forgiveness, even though some people have wronged me. Because let me tell you guys, let me tell you one thing. I'm not bragging and whatnot, but I have that gift. Like, since I've had dreams, I've been praying for people who I don't even know in the dream realm and whatnot. So I think I have the gift of, you know, like intercession. So guys, let me tell you, there was this time, as for me, you see how I'm talking to you guys, this is how I talk to God. This is how I talk to God, guys. This is how I talk to God. So you remember there was this time I had a dream. No, it was not a dream. Like somebody had wronged me. So, as for me, when someone wrongs me, I won't tell it to you directly. I will go and I will talk to God. I will complain to God. I will tell God why. I will cry to God. Sometimes even I might say some heavy words which will affect that person's life. So I have learned how to tame my tongue, guys. Because I realized when somebody like does me wrong and I say something, you know, it literally it affected. This time somebody had wronged me and I was like, I haven't done anything wrong, like why? And I remember I said something out of pain and I was crying to God. Guys, whatever happened towards that person, I was like, God, I'm sorry if this is what I have caused just because I was crying to you and whatnot. I'm living revenge for you, God. Because I was like, no, this is not okay. Like this person is suffering because I uttered some words out of pain for what they did to me. They did something wrong to me. I'm just opening up and being real. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm like, God, vengeance is yours. Now you do your work. And I remember I even said this in my previous life. I said there was this time, you know, there's this time I remember I had a fallout with a friend and I was so tired. You know, I was so tired. I'm like, I can't be with such a person. Because guys, I'm assuming you know how to treat other people. Basic human standards. You don't have to be told how to treat people. It's basic human standards to be respectful and whatnot. You know? So remember this person was taking advantage of me. You're taking advantage of me and whatnot, and I'm over here also trying to push through my dreams. So I remember I got tired. I'm that kind of person, guys. Someone will do me bad and I will just keep quiet and I just cut you off out of nowhere. And I'll be like, I'm done, I'm done, I'm done. So I remember I was like, I can't go. I can't go on living like this with such a friend. I can't have such a friend. Because I'm not like that. Why are you dragging me behind and what's not? So I remember that time I was preparing, if you're Kenyan, you know pilaunjeri. That time I was preparing pilaunjeri. I'm sorry, guys, I cannot see your charts. So that time I was preparing pilaunjeri, guys. And I remember it was in the evening, and I had bought milk and two chapatis. So I remember I'm such a good cook. I know how to cook. So I remember I was preparing the pilaunjeri while I was talking bitterly. I was complaining to God. Why is this friend done this to me? I was crying. Guys, let me tell you, and while I'm preparing the food, guys, let me tell you, when I tell you life is spiritual, the food tasted bitter. The food tasted bitter, and I was like, what? Is it my taste? But what is not happening? So I remember I prepared some tea. I prepared some tea with the chapatis. So when I drank the tea and chapatis, and I was like, oh, it tastes okay. So that's why I'm telling you guys. I said it in my previous lives that life is spiritual. Someone doesn't really have to give you someone doesn't have to poison your food and whatnot. Someone can literally even do spiritual things, even talk negativity towards that food and whatnot. So yeah, guys, that is about it. And I'm just here to encourage you that relax, everything is going to be okay. We're in this together, guys, all right? So, guys, I am done. I'm done slicing my pumpkin leaves. In Kiswahili, it's malenge. In my language, is misheveve. So I just want to slice 2 onions, all right, and some tomatoes. First of all, I want to boil it. I want to put it to boil, all right. I boil it, and then yeah, I'm going to have that with ugali, all right. And then I had bought some popcorn. This is it. I had bought some popcorn. So yeah, that's my evening. I think I'm done with the spiritual talks, guys. If you are my friend, anyone who is my friend or who was my friend, or they know I'm such a dreamer, guys. So yeah, that is a gift that God has given me. So I'm going to prepare that as we talk with some. I'm going to prepare that as we talk with some what? With some milk. Alright? So yeah. Guys, my apologies. I cannot see your chats. I don't know what is happening with my phone. I don't know. So yeah, guys, don't beat yourself up and whatnot. Learn it from me. I'm your sister. I'm your sister in Christ. I've been through it. That's why I'm encouraging you. When God says, depend on me and not man, it is true, guys. So guys, this is my milk that I'm going to use. So I just want to put the vegetables to boil. First of all, I'm going to boil the milk first, you guys. Since, like I've told you, like here we get milk directly from the cow. So I'm going to boil the milk first, alright? And then, yeah, I have my tomatoes, I'm preparing pumpkin leaves, so I have some tomatoes with me, alright? I don't know if I'm going to add some tomatoes. You guys, I am tired. Guys, when I tell you that I have literally washed my duvet today, I have never. But then, I hate washing clothes. I don't like washing clothes. I don't like washing utensils. I wish I had a dishwasher. Anyways, so yeah, so I'm so tired. But then I just came here to check up on you guys. Hopefully you are okay, and what's not. I don't think I'm going to use this, guys. This magadi. I don't think I'm going to use it. I bought this for 5 Kenyan shillings. This is 5 bob. It's magadi. It's what some people use to boil. Um, they are like indigenous vegetables. So I don't know if I'm going to use it. I'm having second thoughts about it. Alright? So yeah, guys. And I want to talk a little bit about politics. I don't know, guys. I usually say this time and again, guys. In God's timing, in the near future, I want to be let me not say a politician. I want to take a leadership position. In God's timing. Because I don't know what these politicians are doing, honestly. And I always say this in my YouTube lives. Like, let's not focus on, sorry, excuse my English. Let's not focus on, uh, on political drama. Who cares about what these politicians do behind their closed doors? As long as they just do their work, you know? If you're a millennial, a Gen Z, let's encourage each other, and we start taking up these leadership positions, and if you're a content creator who is, your channel is focused on politics and whatnot, focus more on change, politics about change, not drama, you know, not drama and whatnot. It doesn't help, you know. Guys, let me tell you one thing. I'm not going to deny, but I used to root for our president. But then, I don't know. Sai, if you're a Kenyan, right now we're supposed to focus on, God willing, 2027 elections. I don't want to hear like somebody like votes have been stolen and whatnot. I'm tired. Who is not tired? Kenya is such a powerful country. Has very great potential. But it's the leaders, you guys. And I told you guys, let us start fighting spiritually. Because we've all seen what Maandamano is doing. It's not even helping. Because now people are vandalizing other people's businesses and whatnot. Innocent people are being killed. Guys, I think we should start fighting spiritually. Honestly. Because Ruto said that he wants to build a church in State House. Fine. You want to build a church in State House. Who is going to, who is going to be behind that altar? I don't know how to put it. Like, that altar will be raised by what? Because not many Kenyans are going to be there when you're building that church. The foundation of that church. What is the foundation of that church, that altar? And there's in my previous life, there's some rumor going on that Ruto bowed down to Islamic altars in 2023 June. I don't know if it is true. You know, there's this, I don't know if he's a pastor or a prophet. He said that he was a police for 17 years. He said that Atiruto bowed down to Islamic altars in 2023. June, something like that. And I'm like, why? You know, building a church in State House is not wrong. But then, how is that altar going to be raised? You know? How is that altar going to be raised? We are not going to be there to see the foundation. We've all seen the videos going around how even in real life, some landlords who put up their houses, what they do before they put up their houses. So we don't know how, if you're building that church, we don't know how that altar is going to be raised. By what God? All right? So, I don't know, guys. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Because, let me tell you one thing. Because, sir, when that altar is raised, we're not going to be there, you know? We're not going to be there and what's not. So honestly, I don't know. And I remember I don't like listening to this pastor so much, but when Pastor Ezekiel said that this thing is spiritual, that some of these people, the spirit of their fathers is in them, I totally resonated. You know? He also mentioned when Gashagwa wanted to, get rid of the alcoholism in Mount Kenya, that he was told, if you get rid of the alcoholism, in Mount Kenya, you will lose your job and whatnot. And I remember I said that in my previous lives. When you're praying for deliverance for something, guys, this is the secret. A lot of people don't know. When you're praying for deliverance for something, pray against the spirit of revenge. That is the counter-attack spirit. You pray for something, you win, this other side you lose. Let's say you're praying for someone, they get delivered from something, a sickness or whatever you are praying for. There's that counter attack, so we have to pray against that counter attack. And I remember I gave an example from my own life, my personal life. You can go ahead and watch my previous lives and whatnot. There's that spirit of revenge which attacks you. So guys, this Kenya, I don't know. I don't know if we just have to impeach those who are not doing their work. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Guys, if you're chatting, I can't see your chats, unfortunately. I don't know, guys, if we should impeach the. This is what I was saying. This is one of my strategies. If a certain politician promised something and they haven't delivered, they haven't done anything, they shouldn't be given another opportunity to be in any leadership position. Because you haven't done anything. You're not performing. Why are you not performing? I don't understand. Why are these leaders not performing, guys? And I remember I keep on saying this time and again. I know politics can be bad, you guys. I know politics can be bad, and some people can literally sabotage your work. And I say that time and again, all right? If you're a leader, you're in a leadership position, and you feel like, or you see that there are some certain people or some elites who are sabotaging your work, literally talk about it. Talk. No one has held a gun in your head or whatever, and they tell you, if you talk, because you see, as citizens, we are going to be like, you don't want to do your work as a leader. So if you're a leader, please do your work. Because I really say this time again, this is generational, guys. It is generational. If you do well, and maybe you have your son and your daughter, people will see there's this thing called pattern recognition. You know? So, if you have any ideas, if you're a Kenyan, guys, I wish I had all the tools. I have a strategic mindset and I wish I had all the tools. I wish I had all the tools. I would literally like, and then if I had like a team of like some amount of people from each and every county, this Kenya is going to be delivered, guys. It's all about strategy. Ruling this country is not a big problem. You see? Now Kenya is in debt, people are jobless and whatnot. It is not okay. And that's why I always encourage people to to avoid political drama. And they must focus on the issues in this country. Avoid political drama, focus on the problems, put pressure towards that. No one wants to know if a certain politician has I don't know how many side chicks. We don't care. We don't care about that. Are you doing your work? Are you performing? Why are you not performing? Give us the reasons. That's where we must focus our energy on. Kenyans, please. So yeah. So I'm just slicing my tomatoes, guys. And then I call it a day. And I am so tired, you guys. I am so tired. So yeah, guys, my apologies. I cannot see your chats, you people. I can't see your chats. So kindly, guys, may I ask you to like this like? Kindly, guys, may I ask you to subscribe to my YouTube channel? All right. And I was to do 2 videos, and then I closed the chapter about spirituality now. Because I don't like repeating myself, because I'm like, yeah, this is what teachers go through, you know and pastors, if you're a pastor or a preacher, or you're God's content creator and influencer, guys, I don't know, maybe God gives me the grace. But I don't like repeating myself. If I've said something once, that is it. Like, why do I have to say it again? So yeah, I was to do 2 videos now, and then I think I'm going to close that chapter on spirituality. I was to do a video on like how to do self-deliverance, how to cast out demons and whatnot, and then how to maintain your deliverance. All right, and you can't do it without God. And there's the spiritual aspect of it, guys. And then if you're going through something, you can go to therapy also. All right. And guys, let me tell you, I want to encourage you, if you're going through something, maybe you're addicted in something and whatnot, I want to encourage you, don't give up. Repetition is key. That is the secret. Don't give up. All right. Keep on praying. Even when you fall back, stand up again. Keep on praying. Keep on praying. Keep on praying. You never know when your deliverance is going to come. You never know. You never know, guys. All right. So guys, I want to boil my milk. You know what I told myself, guys? Until the day I'm going to afford to buy the ceramic pans for cooking, I'm not going to buy those non-stick pans because I think they just use paint, which is not healthy. Until the day I buy ceramic pans, I'm old-fashioned. Until the day I'm going to afford, God is going to bless me with ceramic pans for cooking, I'm not going to use the non-stick pans, guys. So yeah, this is I'm going to boil my milk because I've told you guys we get our milk directly from the cow, so I have to boil it before, So yeah, guys, if if you're chatting me, just know that I can't see your chats. My apologies. I cannot see your chats. So I'm just going to dispose this off in the dustbin. I'm coming back. Oh my goodness, my milk. I'm coming. So I'm boiling this. Guys, I don't know if it is me, but I don't like cooking chapati, guys. I don't, so I buy. I have a weakness. I have a weakness where I will 1 minute. So I bought two chapatis. I'm coming back. I have a weakness where when I cook my chapatis, let's say I've made chapatis on Monday, they will come out great. Let's say it's Monday, March. And then on April, I don't know why my hands misbehave. I wish, I had a chef. I wish I had a chef, guys, you know. But I know how to cook. So, guys, I don't think I'm going to put this one. I'm going to traditionally prepare my magadi. What is magadi in English? What is the scientific name of magadi? I don't know. So this is how we prepare. If you're just joining me, this is how we prepare our magadi. We use maize combs. All right. We make sure they're dried. Then yeah. I think I'm going to. So yeah, guys, I'm so sorry. I cannot see your chats. I don't know if I should disconnect and reconnect again. Hold on. I still cannot see your chats, guys. So my bad. My bad. So I'm just boiling the vegetables. I have already, you know, already sliced my tomatoes and whatnot. My milk is boiled. So guys, I don't know if I should disconnect and reconnect again. Because what do you mean? What do you mean? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. you're chatting me, just know that I can't see your chats. My apologies. Guys, my apologies, I can't see your chats. So yeah, as I was saying, I don't know what is wrong with my hands. I wish I had a chef. I wish. I've already washed my duvet, it's clean. I have one more. I wish I had a washing machine. I don't know. I have to buy new serviettes. Guys, I can't see your chats. But I hope everyone is okay. I can't see your chats, guys. I don't know what is wrong with this phone. I don't know if I should end this live. I'm just bringing my vegetables to boil. And then, yeah. I don't know if I should end this live and then reconnect again. I don't know. Guys, I'm just boiling my vegetables. In case you're chatting me, I can't see chats. Guys, my apologies. I cannot see your chats. So yeah. Okay, my vegetables are almost done. Alright, so I think I should just put my popcorn in here. It is empty. This one it had honey inside, yeah. I think I should just. So guys, my apologies. I can't see your chat. So I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. So I'm going to put these. These are popcorns, guys. I like preparing my own popcorns because so yeah. So this is the milk already pre-boiled. This is just a random live spend the evening with me plus I was just coming here to check up on you guys. I've already had the spiritual talks and whatnot, so I don't think I'm going to repeat myself. Alright? So yeah. I have already chopped my onions. So in case you're chatting me or commenting, my apologies, I cannot see your chats. My phone is misbehaving, guys. So yeah. So I'm boiling my pumpkin leaves. Alright. I don't know why my ring light is misbehaving. I think they're almost done. Yeah. So it's not hot, guys. So I'm going to pour the excessive water. I'm going to use this same to cook, so yeah. Should I move around with you guys? Oh my goodness. So I'm just draining out the excessive water. Sorry guys, in case you're chatting me, I cannot see your chats. Yeah, these are the vegetables. These are the pumpkin leaves. In Swahili, we call them malenge. In my language, you call them nisheveve. So I had already pre-chopped my onions. I'm just going to move around with you people. So, and my milk. I told you guys I had already pre-boiled my milk. I told you here we get milk daily from the direct from the cow. So we have to boil the milk. I mean, I have to boil the milk before I consume it. So I have to buy new service. They are. Sorry, let me bring you along with me. I don't know if you can see clearly, guys. So, hmm, push it on the side. I'm, go- I'm going to put in some salt. Alright. If you're chatting me just now, I cannot see your chats. My phone is misbehaving, guys. I don't know why. Let me see here. This is fun. Guys, can I ask you to like this live? May I ask you to subscribe to my YouTube channel? Yeah. So, guys, tomorrow, I'm making my own half cakes because I don't like how they are being prepared from. I mean, when I buy them directly from the shop, it tastes different. They're not sweet. So yeah, I may just do a random live tomorrow, like preparing half cake. I usually use this. It's called Cosmo. It's really nice. So I usually use this. I put sugar and then I put some cardamom. Then yeah, and some milk. Plus, it saves you a lot of money. Instead of buying directly from the shop, you save money. So I'm preparing those vegetables, and then I'll put in some Royco cubes. I think I'll just use 2 of these. That's enough. Huh? guys, I'm just crushing the tomatoes because I don't have a blender, so the tomatoes are just steaming. I hope everyone is okay, guys. I can't see your chats. My apologies. The other day, guys, I was trying, like, I love walking. Guys, I love walking. I can walk even for 3 hours. So I usually walk like around the neighborhood like thrice a week. So I was like, let me try doing 1 meal a day. Guys, I'm telling you, I almost I ate 3 bananas like for supper, and then, like, I drank with warm water afterwards. I'm dieting, I'm trying to lose weight. You people. And it's not that I'm not flexible, guys. I'm extremely flexible. I can walk. But then I was like, yo, I'm not going to start having some, ulcers or whatever because I want to. I know. I want to lose weight because I don't know why I'm having this thoughts, like, I don't want, when I get married, and then let's say when I get pregnant, and then we women, we have that baby weight. So I'm like, I don't want, like, when I'm getting married and then I get pregnant and then I have that baby weight, so that's why I was straight. I don't know why I was having such thoughts. So I was like, let me lose weight. I don't know why. Because, guys, to be honest, I have been chubby and chunky my entire life. I wish I showed you some of my baby pictures. I've been chubby and chunky my entire life. And to be honest, I don't like being skinny. I don't like. I saw this video where there was this black woman. She's a black American woman. She was saying that white men don't like skinny. They don't like chubby, chunky women. And I'm like, it's all about self-confidence, So if you don't love yourself, that's on you. And my worth is not on a human being. Never going to happen. Never. So as for me, I've been chubby, I've been chunky my entire life. I don't know what it feels like to be skinny. Maybe the only thing I can reduce is my tummy, But I thank God, like, that tummy that for other women have. I'm so sorry. That tummy of, I don't know how to call it. I don't have that. But I just want to lose like a little bit of weight because I don't like being skinny at the same time. I don't like being skinny, so I don't like being skinny. So I was like, I had 3 bananas and warm water for supper because I'm trying to lose weight, and I couldn't see you people. I was like, what is this? But I love walking. I can walk for an entire 3 hours. Walking, I can walk. So I don't know. So now I want to put in my vegetables, And then the best part, I add my milk that had already boiled. I'll show you the end result, guys. Relax, relax. So I hope everyone is okay. Mine is just to encourage you, Don't be stressed. Because we need you. And always have a pure heart. It's good to have a pure heart. Uskwena rombaya. What is that? Guys, my kitchen table is high and I have to sometimes do this. You know, so if you're chatting me, I'm not ignoring you. I can't see my chats. I don't know what is happening to my phone. Just know that I can't see your chat. So it's not that I'm ignoring you or anything. Honestly, I cannot see your chats. Let me taste. I see. So that I don't add more. I think I should add one more cookie. And then you put in some milk. The remaining milk, I'll make tea with it. I'm so tired. So tomorrow I might go live with you guys. Then we just chat, just weekend as I prepare my half cakes. They're so sweet. I prefer cooking for myself rather than buying food in a hotel. I don't think it makes any sense. So guys, now I want to put my milk in the, I don't know if you can see, I don't know if you guys can see how, let me see if I can bring you guys with me. Guys, can you see? Oh no. Can you see? So yeah, those are my pumpkin leaves. In Kiswahili we call them malenge, and Amaluya so misheveve. So hey, behave please, for the love of God. Oh no. So you're going, come on. Oh. So I hope you can see clearly, guys. I don't know why my tripod is misbehaving. So I just want to put my pre-boiled milk. I told you guys that here we buy milk directly from a person who is doing like dairy farming. So I can't use milk directly. I have to pre-boil. So yeah. So I added some milk. The remaining milk, I'm going to make tea with it. I don't know if you can see, guys. Oh my goodness, it looks so delicious. So kindly guys, may I ask you to like my live. Kindly guys, may I ask you to subscribe. So let me add more milk, just a little more. Yeah, that's it. That is it. So kindly guys, may I ask you to like this live. Kindly guys, may I ask you to, ouch, it's hot, to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You see how it is, guys. Let me just bring you along. This is the end result, alright? It is so sweet. So I'm going to have this with ugali. Yep. These are indigenous vegetables. I don't like kales, guys. Neither do I like cabbage. I'd rather eat pumpkin leaves, a thousand and one times. So yeah, guys, I'm done. I'm done. So that's it. So I'm going to make this with ugali, but not now. So yeah, I am done. So guys, right now I want to I think I have to arrange my wardrobe. I don't know if I'm going to. Let me show you. This is the end result, you people. My tripod is misbehaving, so yeah. Just look, look. So I've added in some milk. So I love indigenous vegetables. I don't like kales, guys. I don't like kale. I don't like cabbage. I don't like. So like this one, it costs like 30 Kenyan shillings. In US dollars, it's what? So yeah. And then I have this with ugali. I think I'm going to arrange my wardrobe with you guys. This is just a simple live. Spend the evening with me, like what I do off the camera, but now the difference is that I'm live. All right. So excuse me, guys, a little bit. What is wrong with this phone? All right, so guys, I don't know what's wrong with this tripod of mine. So yeah. Mm-hmm. So guys, I'm done. The remaining milk, I'm just going to make a cup of tea. Let me wash the few utensils, then I go rearrange my wardrobe. This is what I do. It's just there's no difference. Just that I had missed you guys, so I'm just checking up on you. I don't like washing utensils, so as I cook, I clean. Guys, what is wrong with you people? Guys, I cannot see your chat, so yeah. guys, and as we go, we arrange. My wardrobe is not looking okay. Please don't judge me, please. So later on, I'm going to sow the vegetables, and then this. If you're Kenyan, you know I'm a Luya and I love ugali. So this is where we store. Yeah. So I'm going to cook the vegetables with ugali. So this is maize flour. So guys, please don't judge me. This is what I do off camera. It's just that right now I'm doing it on camera. I've done making my evening meal, so we go arrange my wardrobe. It's not looking good, guys. It is not looking good. So I have to move to the other switch. All right. So yeah, excuse me. Excuse me, guys, just a little bit. I'm fixing things over here on the switch. Oh. Hmm. So yeah, hold on, guys. Guys, I don't know if you can see me clearly. I'm trying to fix the switch of this ring light. Guys, I don't know why I cannot see your chats. I don't know why. I don't know why. You know? So please don't judge me why my wardrobe is looking so bad. So as I fix the switch, all right. Yeah. So hold on, guys. Just give me a second. So yeah, guys. My wardrobe looks bad. Oh my goodness, you guys don't judge me. This is what I do off camera. So I'm going to hide something. That's my inner wear. It's clean, you people. It is clean. So yeah, you don't have to see my inner wear. So you guys, I'm telling you. You know, guys, I'm just protecting my privacy. I don't like exposing like my whole environment where I live, you know. So you'll be seeing a lot of this and my kitchen, and we talk and we just engage and whatnot. So guys, those who haven't liked this live, can you may ask you to like this live? Can you may ask you to subscribe to my YouTube channel? Alright. As we arrange my wardrobe, you see all these, they are clean clothes. Hizi nguo zote ni safi, ni vile And guys, do you know I usually fold my clothes, but I have a weakness. I don't like folding clothes. I will fold and then like a few minutes later, my clothes are disorganized. So this is life. So all these clothes, They are clean and I folded them. But then that's why I like using hangers, you know. So yeah, I think I'm going to put this here. So guys, my apologies, I cannot see your chats. I wish I disconnected from this live and then I connected later as I cook ugali. Today I washed my duvet, guys. For the first time in my life, I have washed a duvet. I bought a huge basin yesterday for washing my duvet because yeah, I was told there's a certain person who charges like 500 to wash for you. But then I was like, if he's getting orders from like 5 people in a day, is he going to use the same water to wash my duvet with and mix my duvet with that of others? Or he's going to use like a different basin and whatnot? So I was like, let me just wash for myself. It's my water, it's my basin. Because I don't know, maybe that man dumps one duvet, then my duvet inside there, then another one and another one, and I don't like that. So I just decided to wash my own duvet. I wish you saw me, guys. My back hurts. I bought a huge basin yesterday. Let me show you. It can't even fit in the bathroom, you people. But I'll show you. This is the basin that I bought yesterday to wash my duvet. Because I didn't want to outsource. Maybe that person is going to use the same water to wash someone's duvet. Then my duvet in that dirty water again. I didn't want, since I don't have a washing machine, though I wish I had. So I was like, let me just wash it myself, you know. So I hope you guys are okay. I'm just checking up on new people. And this is what I usually do during the weekends as a stay-at-home daughter. Though I don't live with my parents, but I'm a stay-at-home daughter. So this is what I do every weekend. I love creating content, so, and I love encouraging people. So yeah, this is a this is a mini skirt, guys. This is a mini skirt. I like to pair this up with a tight, you know, this mini skirt. I like to pair it up with a tight inside so that people cannot see my thighs. I wish I saw your chats, guys. Kindly, those who are watching me, kindly make sure you keep your comments respectful. All right? I don't know why some houses, the landlords, they don't install an inbuilt wardrobe. I don't know. Guys, I'm telling you, I can't wait. I can't wait like to have my own home, you know, my own compound. I can't. Because you know, let me tell you guys, here in Kenya when you're living in here in Kenya, when you're living in plots and whatnot, as for me, I don't know. I don't like noise, guys. And sometimes you find like kids make a lot of noise there. Especially sometimes they make a lot of noise. I am staying at the rooftop, so they make a lot of noise, and I don't like. I just like silence, you know. So, and it's not that I don't like kids. I love kids. I love babies. But sometimes I'm like, yeah. And then you see where I live, there's huge space where the kids can play. So I don't know. And I live with my landlord. It's getting hot. Let me switch on my fan. And I live with my landlord, guys. So yeah, you can imagine. The landlord has no issues, but yo, the tenants. That's why, like, I'm just praying to God, like, one day in the near future, I just build my own home with my own compound, doing content creation and just, yikes. And in the near future, like, I want to be a leader here in Kenya. I really do, guys. It's my passion. I just want to get into politics in the near future. I know politics can be rough, but I'll give it a try. When you have God beside you, I don't have to worry. So yeah, I'm a future prospect leader in God's timing. But I've learned to be content with my life. Even like in the Bible it has been written, oh, don't like gain the whole world and then lose your soul. That is bad. So I learned that. You guys, you don't know this about me, but growing up, I wanted to be a musician. You see, growing up, I wasn't that kind of student who wanted to be, like a doctor, an engineer, a pilot. Mm-mm. I remember I wanted to be either a musician or somewhere in the media or just a business woman, live my life quietly and, help the needy and the poor. That's the kind of life that I wanted. Silently, like, I just help the poor and the needy just quietly. But then, this is a calling, guys. Like, I'm like, if God has given me the voice, I'm here on this, like, YouTube platform because I'm just obeying God. Because I'm not being paid anything by YouTube. My YouTube channel has not been monetized, so I'm just here for the people. Because I wanted so bad to live a quiet life, just do my businesses, be a rich businesswoman, like low key. I don't want people to know about me. That's the kind of life that I wanted. But then this is a calling, guys. This is a calling. It's a calling, so yeah. So I just had to. I remember the first time I did my first YouTube video was in 2023. No, it was in 2022. But then I was shy. But then, so on 2023 June, that's when I officially started YouTube. You know? So, that's the kind of life that I wanted for myself. A quiet life, a rich businesswoman, living quietly, helping people behind the scenes. No one notices. But then this is a calling. So, and I love, traveling and exploring and whatnot. But then I can't show people around my neighborhood because of my safety. Since I'm a content creator, you don't want to be out here exposing where you live and what's not, alright? So yeah, so this is basically a calling, guys. I was pulled towards this. So I didn't want to be like, all I know, guys, let me tell you, even without me going to the university, naturally, in Kenya tunasema akili ya kuzaliwa. Naturally, even without going to the university, I'm not bragging, but naturally I am wise. I have wisdom. Like I can think strategically. I have wisdom, and whatnot. So like going to the university is just to add on it. But then I told myself, God willing, if in God's timing, I told myself, God willing, like if I start doing my PhD, I'm going to major in strategic management because I did finance, but I didn't like it. It gave me a little bit of headache. I was told When I studied my masters, I was told to continue specializing in finance so that I don't ruin my degree because my degree is in finance. So I just did it for the sake. But then now my PhD, I'm a strategic thinker, you guys. So let me focus on what my strengths are, God willing. Alright? So naturally, so it's better to have, to be wise. Because how many people have gone to universities and somebody talks to you and you're like, why are you thinking like that? Like, why? You've gone to the university and that is you're thinking, I'm not here to judge anyone, but why are you thinking like that? Why are you behaving like that? It doesn't make sense. I don't know. It doesn't make sense, you guys. I'm like, why are you thinking like that? Why are you behaving like that? Why are you having, how can I put it? I don't know. Why are you having poor, you, even in real life, you can't even, I don't understand some people, honestly. You see, now I understand why. Now I understand. Hey, that is my bra, guys. Now I understand why. Let us move to this other section. Don't mind the. Now I understand why. Let me switch off the fan. Now I understand why some of the prophets in the Bible, most of them, they wanted to leave this world because it's wicked. This world is wicked. People are wicked out here. And you know me, I don't understand it. I don't really get it. So yeah. So I'm so sorry guys, I cannot see your chats. I'm so sorry. I can't see your chats. I don't know if I should disconnect and connect again. So yeah, as I was saying, so yeah, that's just about it. That was me, you guys. And let's say if you're a content creator, you can collaborate with me. Guys, I have no friends. The only friend that I have is, guys, my apologies. My apologies, guys. So yeah, as I was saying, people are so weird. So yeah. Guys, I can't find this one pair of this sock. I don't know where it is. So guys, I think I'm about to end this live because I use this stocking to tie these braids up. Yeah, I tie them up, then you know I go cook my ugali. This is just my evening routine. Just that you guys are here. So yeah, then I do this so that when I go to sleep, I'm not bothered by braids. Yeah. Yeah, this is my evening routine, guys. This is how I go to sleep. So that I'm not bothered by the braids, you know. I've already taken a bath. I can't find this one soak, guys. I don't know. Don't mind up here, guys. This is where I keep my ring light stuff. This is just where these are the boxes of my ring light. You know, my vlogging equipment. Let's say when I'm moving to another place or anything. So this is where I just keep my vlogging stuff. I'm so tired, guys. I have that duvet has hey, never again. I'm praying to God get money for a washing machine. This is just for these are just random boxes. So it's nothing big. Behave, please. Guys, do you know I usually have conversations with myself. This is for this that is standing in front of me. So you know I'm good. So these are extra hangers. This is for my woofer, like since like I live alone and whatnot, I don't like having a lot of stuff in my house. I don't know. I just like having things that I use, you know? So yeah. So yeah guys, now I go cook ugali. What's the time? Yeah, it's 7:34. Okay. So now I just want to guys, I want a top in here, so that's why. So I just want to go I don't know if I should cook ugali. Sasa niwabebe hadi jikoni tena. Guys, I'm so tired. Now I have to carry along to the kitchen. I want to cook ugali, guys. And then I'll just chill, do like a little bit of Bible study, guys. And then, yeah, nothing much. This is my life, you people. So my apologies if I was not able to, I'm not able to see your chats, guys. So my apologies. So yeah, tomorrow I might go live. I like doing random lives, guys. So tomorrow I might go live. We make, like have cakes and whatnot. So yeah. So yeah, guys. Hopefully everyone is okay. How are you guys from where you're watching me from? Like, how is life? Are you okay? Take life easy. Mental health is important. Set boundaries in friendships if you want to have a peaceful life. Not only in friendships, guys. Excuse me. Even with family members, people. I'm telling you. As you know, I let you put that speaking jikoni. I don't know. So, guys, most of the time, we are just going to be revolving around my house as we chat, discuss about life, politics in Kenya, and just spending time with me. Yeah, so you're going most of the time in my videos, get used to this in my kitchen, and whatnot, because I am protecting my privacy. Like, I don't want to be exposing, like, I wish I was able to work with you guys, around my neighborhood, but again, I don't know. I'm protecting my privacy because I don't know who is watching me and whatnot. So yeah, I'm just protecting my privacy. I don't want anyone to trace where I live. I'm just protecting my privacy. So yeah, most of the times you'll see this arranging my wardrobe, cooking in the kitchen, washing utensils, talking, eating, just chatting. If you want to collaborate in your content creating, you can reach out to me. So yeah, that is it, guys. I don't feel like ending this live, but I think I will. Because now, niende tupike ugali. Tupike ugali tukule. Okay, maybe tomorrow. But today, guys, I woke up. I had already soaked my duvet and I was like, oh my goodness, who is going to wash this duvet? And then I was like, yikes. And then I was just from doing some little grocery shopping. Then I was like, I won't won't I just do a random live? But washing that duvet has drained me. For the first time since I was born, I have washed a duvet, guys. It has drained me. I wish I had a washing machine, you know. But anyway, I'm thankful to God for the gift of life, for the roof over my head, and for the food on my table. So just that about it. I don't think I have anything. So the next time I'm doing live, we shall cook, talk, and then we shall eat. It's weird, you guys, that you're watching me eat. It's going to be so weird, you guys watching me eat, and you're not eating with me, right? So, do you guys really want to see me cooking ugali? How I struggle, even if it's only to cook ugali. When I used to go to my hometown, my rural area, we are many, so you can't use a gas to cook ugali for 10 people. So you're going to use firewood. Guys, I'm telling you. So we usually have like someone who helps us because my parents, they do some dairy farming back at home. So you remember this time my mother was not there and I had to cook for people. Guys, I didn't cook for people ugali. I made sure I made sure like during the day we usually, like my rural home, during the day we usually have someone who helps us. So I make sure that people eat ugali during lunchtime so that at night I make rice for people. Because guys, can you imagine making ugali for 10 people using firewood? In an African home, you don't lie to me. You can't cook ugali for 10 people on a gas. It won't cook well. Haitaiva vizuri. You have to literally use firewood. And I don't like that. Sometimes. So I remember that day I made sure people eat rice. I made sure people eat ugali, maize flour for lunch, so that in the evening I'll just cook rice for people. It's simple. But cooking ugali for more than 5 people, guys, at home using firewood, it's not easy. It is not easy, you guys. I'm telling you. It is not easy. And then firewood. So yeah. So I just want to go and tomorrow I might go live. We make some half cake. But today I will just rest because washing that duvet has drained my energy. I had already bought some painkillers. I I just eat and sleep because it's God that have washed that duvet. I didn't have the strength before. So let's just go. Nione niking'ang'ana kupika ugali alafu and then we log off. I eat, then I go sleep. Today I'm sleeping early, you guys, because I'm tired. So let me carry you along with me, guys. My wardrobe doesn't have the other door, so it remains like this. I don't like putting so much stuff in my wardrobe. So now I'm going to switch to the other kitchen switch. So I'm so tired. I am so tired. We're going to switch over to the other place, guys. All right. I don't know if you can see me clearly. Can you let me connect the ring light? I cook ugali. Oh! So guys, I want to cook ugali. Who is there? Where's the other spoon? Oh yeah. I don't know. Which spoon should I use? So guys, I usually just measure like almost 2 cups. I don't eat a lot of ugali. I don't. So I just measure either two. Let me use this cup. Oh no. So most of the time, sometimes I just measure this one, water, I just, like maybe 2 cups are enough, or 1.5 cups of water. That's what I usually do. So yeah. I like cooking ugali on this one. Ndo nisiteseke. Jesus frienda kwa kupika na ugali, hiyo like ugali na singine inamukanga kwa meza, and I don't like. So I use a big sufuria instead. Please don't laugh at me. wish I used the heater, but then it's okay. Is it me? But mbona vibeletiza siku hizi ni mbaya? Is it me but mbona vibeletiza siku hizi zina behave weird? If you are Kenyan, are we all facing the same problem? These matchsticks, you have to do this like 5, you have to strike like, I don't know, 3 times. Si kama matchsticks za kitambo, you know? So yeah, this nitachota kutoka hapa. I'll fetch the flour from here. This is where I store my flour, you guys. That is where I store my flour, guys. Over here. So tomorrow I might go live, like as I make cupcake. This is how I am, guys. In the evening, I'm not going to use this on, so that when I go to sleep, then after this, I'm going to remove my earrings. Look at my earrings, guys. After this, I'm going to remove my earrings, and then I call it a day, you know. If you're texting me, just know that I can't see your chats. My apologies, I cannot see your chats. So yeah, as you wait, so if you want to cook good ugali, you wait for the water to boil first. Alright? Guys, I bought myself some yogurt for tomorrow. I love yogurt. I'm usually excited and happy about the smallest things, you know? I'm usually excited and happy about the smallest things, you know? So yeah. I am so tired. Guys, I'm praying to God one day. I just have my own home, you know? My own compound. Yeah. Time to cook ugali. And then I say bye-bye. You know? Are you seeing me? Can you see me, guys? I'm making ugali. Guys, please don't laugh at me, for the love of God. But this is how I make my ugali. It's like, whoa, you know? And then I don't like those bubbles. Once ikikuangukia kwa uso, you will cry. So we use this and get this. Oh my goodness. Guys, my kitchen table is high. So this is how I make. Sometimes I have to do like this. I'm doing this, guys, because my kitchen table is high. Iko juu, so I have to simama to lift myself up like this. I wish in the near future I'm able to afford like a chef, you know. To be honest, because yeah, you see this warfare. because my kitchen table is high. Hey, hey, hey. Ugali Chronicles. You say I have to do this. I have to raise my leg back a little bit. Yeah. Uh-uh. Oh. Guys, my ugali is ready. Ah! You can imagine cooking that for 10 people using firewood. Then I warm my vegetables that we had prepared earlier, my pumpkins. I mean, yeah, we call it a day. I don't know if I should add milk. I think I should add more milk, you guys. I think I should add more milk. Sorry. I serve myself then. I end this live, guys. We have chatted, we have cooked, we have arranged my wardrobe, we have cooked together. You know, I'm so sorry I cannot see your chats. You know. So yeah. Wow. Oh my goodness. Let me show you guys. This, I can eat this from Monday to Sunday, but kales and cabbage, no. Oh yeah. This is the end result, guys. I don't know if you can see. This is pumpkin leaves, malenge. In my language, amalates mishireve, and you know, and ugali. So yeah. So guys, I'm about to let me end this live. I enjoy myself. Then we meet tomorrow. We meet tomorrow or any other day that I might do a random live again. Alright? So yeah guys, so thank you so much for those who have stayed with me. You know, from me preparing us talking and whatnot. So thank you so much. I can't see your chats, guys. My apologies, but I hope you've kept your chats respectful, guys. Please, for the love of God. All right. So thank you so much, guys. I just want to eat, wash my face. You know, do my skincare routine, cleanse myself, remove these earrings and whatnot, and then I just chill, like listening to some old school rumba music or some just relaxing gospel music as you just ponder on this life, you know. Yeah, so thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate. Thank you so much, guys, for liking this live. Thank you so much, guys, for watching me. Thank you so much, guys, for subscribing to my YouTube channel. Have a good morning from wherever you're watching me from. Have a good afternoon. Have a good evening. Have a good night here in Kenya. So thank you, guys. Stay peaceful. Bye.